Alright, howdy y'all. Today's the day that I was moving a bunch of dirt. You can watch another video moving 6 tons of dirt. And I thought I would also get started on a raised bed. This is right next to our garden, right next to our grape arbor here. Got 5 vines there. And we want to use this for strawberries. So what I've done is the renters that we had in the home had left a bunch of landscape timbers here, and I'm going to use them for the frame of this raised bed. And I have just kind of laid out some posts, some rebar posts there. If you can see that, it's going to be about a 4x8 bed, and the sides will be about 6 inches high until I might be able to come into more landscape timbers. I've got enough to do 2 timbers high, which is 6 inches. And what I'm going to do, what I started to do, and you can't really see probably, is I've just started right here cutting a piece of sod out. I'm going to cut all this out, then I'm going to till the ground underneath it. I'm going to bring in some dirt. I may even till that all in there again, and then I'm going to frame it up, and that will be that. It's not going to get all done today because my back won't allow that, and I'm just getting started on this sod just because everything is soaking wet and it's really easy to cut. We're going to use the sod on another area of our yard that needs some good grass, and we'll go from there. So I will update this and splice it all together so you can see what's going on. But raised beds, strawberries, strawberry fields forever. Update it in a second. Thanks.
So I woke up to this morning, snow on the ground. That's the sod that I cut out yesterday afternoon. There's the opening for the bed. Sun coming up. Probably won't be working on this today, it looks like, so I guess it's going to be a little bit longer project than I originally thought. Not too excited about all this snow, but that's Indiana, and springtime in Indiana.
Okay, updating, it'd be the day after I started digging all this sod out. I've got it filled in with some of that topsoil that I had brought in. I made a video about the 6 tons of dirt that I brought in. So I've got this filled out. I'm going to use these landscaping timbers to make a frame. Then I'll fill those inside those frame pieces with an additional probably 6 inches of topsoil. So this was 9 wheelbarrows of about 15 shovelfuls each going into the ground here. That hole was about 6 inches deep all the way across. Got all the sod pulled out and over there for right now. So I'm going to start working on these timbers. What I'm going to do is come in maybe 4 or 6 inches, drill a hole on both ends, same with that one. We'll have 2 of them stacked up. That'll give me 6 inches of height. I'll stake them down with 3/8 rebar, and then it should, so I'll have two 8-footers there, 2 4-footers on the side, and it should do pretty well for us. I'll update you here in a little bit. So there's the hole drilled. These timbers were left by our renters. They had kind of just thrown them in what we use for a food garden. They were trying to make a flower garden, I think, and I actually discovered them when I was tilling. It was all covered up, and so we're not buying any new timbers. The only cost I have right now is in the rebar, which is over there, and those are, I think, $1.44 at Lowe's, 3/8, 24 inches, I think. So I'm going to finish drilling that bottom timber out, and then I'll stake these in, and we'll start on the ends. Alright, I've got my 3/8 rebar, and I'm just going to drive that in there. There we go. Sorry about my fingers. Use my trusty hatchet, and we'll just drive these in. Do the same on. Okay, guys, here's the framed-in raised bed for our strawberries. I'm just going to top off the dirt to make it level with these frames and call that good. I did kind of screw up in one area. You can see it on the ends. I measured for the inside of the timbers, and when I dug it out, I dug out too far, so I've got a little bit of a notch on every corner, but purely functional and doesn't look too bad. Maybe I'll plant something right there in those corners. I'm going to fill it up with dirt, and I'll show you the end result, and we'll be done with this. Alright, here is the finished raised bed. These timbers that are stacked too high are about 6 inches high, and I figure I've got 5 or 6 inches of sod dug out, so I've got almost a foot of topsoil in there. And this is where we're going to start our strawberries this year. And of course, I think strawberries you harvest the 2nd year or 3rd year, something like that. My wife knows all that, so we'll get them started at least, and then we'll be able to keep in our strawberries and put up jams and jellies and eat them fresh and stuff like that. So looking forward to that. It's been kind of a crazy day, 24 hours with the wind and rain and snow and sun, and even today it was snowing. This morning there was snow on the ground, but that's springtime in Indiana. Thanks for watching the video, and if you've got any comments or tips about growing strawberries in a raised bed, I'd certainly want to listen to those, so leave me a comment below. I'm thinking about putting some worms in this bed, some night crawlers. Let me know what you think about that. Share the video if you'd like, and as always, thanks for swinging by to watch the video. Thank you. God bless.